if you are attracting narcissistic people into your life, then you've really got to get honest with yourself and say, where are the narcissistic aspects of me? What are those places in myself that is calling this in? Because I'm going to tell you, if that wasn't there, you would not be attracting people like that into your life. Like attracts like. We could say that you might attract all kinds of people into your life. You're looking good and you're feeling good and you've got great energy and you're walking down the street, there are going to be all kinds of people who are attracted to you. If there were not narcissistic qualities within your own heart, you might attract some narcissistic people, but you would not be attracted to narcissistic people. And that's a tough pill to swallow. But the reason you are attracted to those people is because you see and you feel something in them that resonates with something that you see and feel within yourself. And that makes you want to link up with them. Like, you've got to be a really mature person to have this conversation right now, because most people don't want to look at their shadow. Most people don't want to look at the untoward aspects of themselves, right? What do most people want to do? Most people want to be victims. They want to blame. They want to judge. They want to criticize. They want to say, I'm doing everything right. I'm doing everything perfect. Everything's fine with me, and everyone else is the fuck up. Well, let me tell you, I'm just going to be straightforward right now. If you are chasing down people and like highly attracted to people that are not truly loving, heartfelt people, then there is something within you that is seeking that. And that is coming from an unhealed place. I am not blaming you for that. I am not. What I want you to recognize is this is the water we swim in. You were born into a world where narcissism was one of the driving forces in this world. The music and the television and the media that you've been listening to ever since you were a little kid has been promoting narcissistic themes. The ideas of love that have been impressed upon you throughout your life are versions of love that are wrought with specialness and narcissism. And it's not your fault that you've picked up these impressions. You couldn't have done it any other way, but it is your responsibility to heal them. And if you don't heal these aspects of yourself, then you will sink deeper and deeper and deeper into this. And you will attract and be attracted to more and more and more of this. And your life will become dominated by these toxic forces. And probably the worst part about it is the whole time you'll think that you were a victim and that you had no responsibility in it. And so I want to give some concrete examples right now, because I know some of you are probably saying, okay, Shane, theoretically, I can understand what you're talking about, but give me some real examples, right? Like, how does this show up in my life? Before I say this, I just want to say, get ready, because some of what I'm about to share might trigger you. If you are approaching love from a place of wanting someone to love you rather than wanting to love someone, that is fundamentally a narcissistic approach. Now, I know that might sound crazy to you because you're going, what do you mean? Isn't it normal to want someone to love me? Isn't it like, isn't that what everybody wants? Yeah, most people do want that. Let me be clear about this, okay? Because there's definitely some nuance here. There is a fundamental human need to be loved, to be treated with kindness, to be respected, to be honored, right? And that is something we all have. So I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about this desire that we have to be special, this desire to have someone make us their special person. Because to even desire that, to even want to be special, is coming from a narcissistic place. You see, that need to be special is coming from the place in you that feels that you're not enough. And so you overcompensate for that feeling of not enough by saying, well, if I can be someone's special person, if someone can adore me, if someone can worship the ground I walk on, if someone can make me that special person to them, then I'll be enough. I know you might not frame it this way, you might not frame it in that language, but that is the vibrational equivalent of narcissism. Because specialness is separateness, right? The desire to be special is the desire to be lifted up above other people. And that's toxic. And the more you seek specialness in your life, the more you will hurt yourself and the more you will hurt other people. And you see, this is what ends up happening from that place. And then a lot of you are going to relate to what I'm about to share, is when you are seeking that specialness, when you need to be special to someone, then what you also need is you need someone who is special to make you special, right? Because if you need to be special, you can't just have little old Joe Schmo being in love with you. That doesn't mean anything, right? Joe Schmo's a fucking loser. His love doesn't mean anything to me. I need Ryan Gosling's love, or the equivalent. It's so funny. In the podcast last week, I was talking about how the Ryan Gosling look is like this cultural Prince Charming we've set up, right? Like the guys who kind of have this Ryan Gosling look. They're like the cultural Prince Charmings, right? And I didn't even realize, I found this out last night because I haven't seen the movie, but I found this out last night that Ryan Gosling was actually cast as Ken in the Barbie movie. And I'm like, you can't make this shit up. Like, you cannot make this shit up. And there's nothing wrong with Ryan Gosling. He's an incredibly talented actor. I'm not knocking him as a human being. But I'm saying that look is the look that we have put on a pedestal as this special person. And if someone who looks like that will love me, that will make me special too. And you see, you cannot want that without there inherently being a level of judgment in your consciousness. A level where you're looking at everyone who doesn't look like that and you're judging them as somehow unworthy. And so what ends up happening when you have this desire for specialness is you place yourself in a constant comparison with everyone and everything else in life. And you're constantly viewing people as less than you or better than you. And you feel superior to the people who are less than you, and you feel inferior to the people that you view as better than you. And then what starts to happen is you get involved in a relationship with someone. And maybe this person, and maybe they look the way you need them to look, and they act the way you need them to act, and they're all this special stuff that you're looking for, and you go, oh my God, it's finally happening to me. I finally feel special. It's finally taking place. And then you get involved with this person, and you get involved in this relationship, and you're on fucking cloud nine, and you're like, oh my God, I finally feel special. I finally feel like I'm enough. And then one of two things is going to happen. This person is either going to be a toxic nightmare because they've been playing into the same narcissistic special stuff that you've been playing into, or this is the other option. This person is not going to be that. They're actually going to be something different than that, something genuine, something loving, something human. And when you see that genuine, loving, vulnerable humanness in them, you will judge them for it. Because you see, when you're seeking specialness, you need that person to be that perfect thing, and you cannot receive their humanness. It's not an accident that you are attracted to those people. And you are attracted to those people because those are the people that you resonate with on a vibrational level. If you haven't done enough soul searching to be attracted to someone's depth and their authenticity and their kindness and their generosity and their compassion and their empathy, if you have not reached that level of depth within yourself, then you're swimming in the same water. And I'm not saying that makes you a complete and total narcissist, but it does put you within the paradigm where you're going to attract narcissists and where you're going to be attracted to narcissists. Sending so much love to all of you. Thank you for being with me today, and see you all very soon. Lots of love and blessings. We'll talk then. Take care.